The day started with hope.
Tafida!
Their mission emblazoned for all to see. Tafida Raqeeb hasn't felt the air on her face for 8 months. That ended today at an airport in East London as her journey to a specialist hospital in Italy began. For her mother Shalina, who has barely left her side, it was an anxious morning.
I had a really tough morning this morning because the trust actually banned all my family members from seeing Tafida this morning, so no one was actually allowed in. And she was actually whisked away while everyone was actually waiting outside, so I'm really emotional at the moment.
Their departure marked a first. Never before has a family who fought the NHS in court to keep their child alive been able to successfully move them abroad. On an earlier flight to Genoa, her father Mohammed waited with excitement and with nerves.
They have quite a facility of rehabilitating her. So that was something what I will look forward to.
What's the dream? What's the dream?
Dream is for her to go home.
Here I am, how do you do?
Tafida suffered catastrophic brain damage in February when blood vessels in her brain ruptured. Her British doctors believed withdrawing life support was in her best interests. Her parents fought them in court and won. She'll now call the Gaslini Children's Hospital her home. While doctors here agree she can't be cured, they hope a breathing tube will help her live without a ventilator. Tafida's parents have described coming here as a turning point for their family. They've always argued that she'd be safer here in Italy. And that's because while the UK system prioritises a patient's best interest, the Italian system puts more emphasis on the sanctity of life.
Okay.
Here, when there's uncertainty over prognosis, patients are given time.
Lots of people in the UK think that this journey that Tafida's taking is undignified and maybe even cruel. Do you think it's right that she's going to be kept alive in this condition for maybe 20 years?
It's not a matter of time. No one knows how long it could be. We will offer the little girl and her family the opportunity to make well-informed choices, including recognising the moment when conditions cannot assure quality of life anymore. Dignity and quality of life are the crucial factors.
She arrived in Genoa after nightfall, met by police and local dignitaries. Her parents' overwhelming relief self-evident. Later, with Tafida settled, it was starting to sink in.
I'm emotional that I've left my family behind, particularly my son, but at the same time the joy that Tafida is actually out of Baths and here in Gaslini, where doctors will believe in her improvement. So that is a very, very key, important issue for us.
While some will question what precedent this case sets, one family are just delighted their child is being allowed to fight on. Helen Ann Smith in Genoa, Italy.